In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this VOXELIZE and dissolve effect in 3ds Max using TypeFlow. So here is the end results that I created to give you a sense of what we will be working on. So let's jump into 3ds Max.
So first we have to go to customize and unit setup. So for this project, I'm using in centimeters, and just remember to change this 1 unit into 10 centimeters and just click OK. OK. So let's start by model building a box. And give it a length of 718 and a width of 840 with a height of 718. And besides, change the segments, length segments and width and height segments into 25 by 25 by 25 here. Alright, when all these are done, just open up the type rule. Alright, so first to convert the first to convert this cube into type rule particle, we will need a built object and pick the cube and you can hide selection, so you can just see type flow, and you can also hide the after. Just check this hide after adding, so this will automatically hide the object for you next time. Then we will need a phase factor operator. And we will change to polygons and variations of 0 and just one face. And now we need something to activate a sort of spread of infection. So something like this, we need something to activate this sort of spread of infection. So we will I'll just make a sphere, and you can move it somewhere close to the box. So this will be the origin point which everything will dissolve. And now we need a surface test and a property test. So for the surface test, just pick the sphere and then set the distance to, let's say, 50 centimeters. So if the squares are within 50 centimeters to the sphere, the test is true and they will be sent into another event. So I'll just make a new event here. And in order for our neighbor test to work, we need to assign a group here. So I'll just hit tab and type in groups, particle groups. And we can see a simulation group here and just set it to 1. And in the property test, we will set the test type as neighbor. Type as neighbor. And we will select greater than and then set the value to 0. Within a radius of 30 centimeters. Change the radius into 30. And we scroll down. We can see a particle groups. Just select one. And then we would want to control how fast it spreads. So we will add a time test in here. So just double click and add tab, type in time test. Set it into 5 frame into 1 variation. And we'll change it to greater than the test true if H. And we'll just plug the properties into here and the time test into here. So if we see, we can see that it is spreading around. It's not, the area of it is not that much and it's kind of slow. So that's alright. We can go back into the property test and we will just increase the radius until 50. So we can now see the, the spreading area is getting larger. So I think we'll go for change with the 100 centimeters. Yeah, so now we can see that it's covering the whole cube. This. If you want it to spread faster, we can go into the time test and we can change the value into like two, so it will spread faster. Alright, now we will just add in press tab and we will add in speed. And you can see now what does the spin effect does to the cube. So as long as they are, so as long as they start spinning, they will spin like randomly. And now I can add a rotation operator. So we'll change the interpolation value into 0.01. So they can start in place and then begin to rotate randomly over time. And you can also set the timing to continuous, so they continuously keep rotating randomly. So you can see that we wanted to change these small particles into a shape like cubes before spreading. Like, so we can add a shape operator here. And then we will make it into 3D. And we'll pick cubes. And now we can just see that we have a whole bunch of cubes. So in terms of making the cubes larger, like now is kind of small. So if we want these cubes to be larger, we will need to go into the typo operator and include a scale operator in it. and set this into 200%. So now we can see as cubes are slightly bigger than before. I want to like scale them down over time. So I will add another scale. I'll add in another scale operator in here. And this time we will set, we can set these values to absolute, and you can make it 0 for this. And we can go in under interpolation, and we can change the value into 0.08. And we go in timing and set this into continuous. So what's happening is these cubes are very slowly disappearing into nothing. The scale will goes into 0 over time.